What is good with y'all today, man? It's Base CBO, aka Cole Brown Official. Today I will be talking about how race affects your dating life. And I'm gonna give y'all a little bit about me being half black, half white, how that has affected my dating. And yeah, let's get into it. So first off, we all know race matters. A lot of times women say they don't have a type, but a lot of times they do have a type, and a lot of times it has to do with race. If we're just being completely honest, she said, "Oh, I'll date anything." Then you look at her track record, and it's like, okay, you only been with this type of dude. That's how it is a lot of times. A lot of times, if you're remarkable, if you stand out, she might bend those rules. She might only mess with white dudes. She might only mess with black dudes, but you just stand out. You just have that umph to you. She might mess with you. But my experience, the women that treated me the best, the ones that haven't played any games, I see their exes and they are light skinned for the most part, So I think a lot of times women mess with a certain type of guy. They get imprinted by that guy. Maybe he was one of the first couple dudes she messed with and he had a great impact on her life. And now she's looking for a dude that kind of looks similar. He kind of fits those shoes, And that's what I think it is a lot of times. I think it comes down to imprint, and I think a lot of times it comes down to stereotypes. A lot of women, they might not date a black dude because their parents raised them up to not date a black dude. They was kind of like, a lot of these black men ain't got their bag together. I want you to get a white man, he got the bag. I don't think it really comes down to attractiveness. I think it's more programming. And I think that's changing now too. If you look at it, a lot of these street interviews, even my experience, I've seen a lot of women say they don't date white guys. So now it's kind of switching a little bit. I think overall, you could say the most attractive group is the white guys, but I think that's really just coming down to programming. I think it's really starting to change. More people are, going in different races and stuff like that, getting what they want, rather than being programmed into wanting certain things, rather than going into stereotypes and letting that control, But, we know that Indian dudes and Asian dudes in the dating market tend to have a harder time. And that just comes down to stereotypes, A lot of you have a decent amount of size queens out here. So she might not mess with a Asian dude if she has a bigger vagina. It's all about anatomy. If a woman has a bigger vagina, she wants a bigger meat stick, she probably not gonna mess with that Asian dude because she just gonna assume that he's not packing because he's Asian. Like that's just how it is, And is it right? No, but that's just the reality of it, I think you just gotta stand out, man. You just gotta be remarkable, and that's why I always tell y'all don't be average, because she might not be into black guys, but you just stand out. You got everything together. Now she might mess with a black guy. But like I said, with my experience, the women that treated me the best were into light skins to begin with. I look at their exes and they were all light skinned. Those are the women that treated me the best. It didn't take long. It didn't take a whole bunch of effort to get them to, go out with me and, have a good times and stuff like that. So I think that's really important, Try to go for the women that you're their type. I don't discriminate. A subscriber asked me what type of women do I like and all that stuff. Look, I don't discriminate. I have mainly dated white women, and that's just because they have came to me. I prefer the woman that picks me. I don't like to do the whole run around trying to raise interest and all that stuff, because a lot of times it's just a waste of time. I think majority of the time, if a woman's really into you, it's not gonna take much time, man. And it's really like white women just have been the most interested. Like I said, I like everything, man. Every single group got their own thing that I really like. You know what I'm saying? Like white women, a lot of times they're just so peaceful, to me at least. They're just peaceful. I like how they talk sometimes, They always be saying like let's say I set a date, she gonna respond with, "Oh yeah, that'd be great. I would love that. What time should I be ready?" She'll respond like that. While a lot of girls, they'll just be like, "I'm down." You know what I'm saying? Now you got girls saying bro all the time. That stuff like that, just I don't mess with it. When a girl says bro, it just man, it's just I don't like that. When a girl says bro, some of these white girls be doing that too though, but I don't discriminate. I like it all, man. I think every group has attractive people in it. So I think just overall, the most women that approach me that showed interest towards me were white that were attractive. I had a lot of black women get at me, but a lot of them been overweight, if I'm being 100% honest. I have been with black girls as well. But if I had to pick my favorite, it'd probably be Hispanics or light skins. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me though. But I see a lot of these light skinned girls, they be in the dark skinned brothers. So that's been my experience, man. Most of the light skinned girls I had pushed up on or whatever, a lot of times they in the dark skinned brothers, man. I don't know what it is. But that's just how it's been, man. I feel like being in between gives me like a lot of options, man, to be honest with you. And a lot of these Hispanics, sometimes they think I'm mixed with something. They're like, oh, are you part Puerto Rican or something? I'm like, no. But I still look somewhat similar to Hispanic, so they'll still mess with me, you know what I mean? So I feel like being mixed is great. Like, you kind of have a big option pool, you know? I think a mixed dude might have more options than a white guy. You know, I don't have no studies to back that up, but I think it's going towards that way, man. Like, I've seen a lot of women say they don't like white guys, you know? And even like I said, a lot of times it comes down to stereotypes, man. I asked my ex, she said, I've always been attracted to light-skinned dudes, but I just never went for them because I thought they were soft. That's what she told me. It always comes down to stereotypes for her. She said, I thought they were soft, and I thought you was going to be licking your lips and biting your lips and doing the light-skinned face like you was just going to be hella cringy. That's what she said. And I said, okay, so you never dated a light-skinned dude because what you've seen online, because you've seen these memes. Not because the light-skinned dudes you've seen in person, you looking at these memes online. That's what I'm saying. The power of social media, the power of mainstream, it really programs people into what they want, what they go for. She says she always been into light-skinned dudes, but she never went for them because she thought they were soft and all this other stuff. So that just shows you, like, mainstream media can program people, and that's just what it comes down to, you know. I think a lot of people would be more open in what they're dating if we didn't see, you know, rappers on TV all the time that degrade women. If we didn't see these thugs, you know how they do on the news, they always make sure they throw thug in there if a black person commits a crime, you know. So they see these couple bad apples and they just look at that as a whole group, and now they don't want their kids to date a black man, you know. So that's just how it comes down to. I think dating with race just has to come down to stereotypes a lot of times. You want someone more familiar with your way of life. And like I said, just be remarkable, be a standout, because every group has the attractive people. So if you become in that attractive group, your options are gonna open up, whether you're Indian, Asian, whatever. If you look smacks, if you do what it takes to improve your looks, if you get your money together, if you actually can talk about something. People lack conversation skills now. If you can just do that, you're going to stand out from the crowd, man. Trust and believe that. So that's all I got for y'all today. Make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.